Classy, bougie, ratchet. Hi guys, what's going on? So, I just took my 2-strand twist out. I look completely crazy. But this is my put your braids in your hair attire, okay? So, I washed my hair. I got up like super early this morning. Washed my hair. Greased my scalp really good. Took my nails off so I can braid it. A lot of people can braid with nails on. I can't. So I had to take my nails off so I can grip my hair tighter. Make sure I moisturize my hair really good with a moisture milk. Also, my oil drops for my hair. Put that on my hair, and I'm also going to go in as I'm braiding my hair, and I'm going to grease my scalp just to make sure that my hair is protected, especially with all the up and down flying that I do. My scalp gets really dry, so I'm going to make sure that my hair itself and my scalp is just very moisturized. I have my setup. This is the hair that I'm using. I know it may be backwards because I have my camera facing, but I'll leave a description link in the bio, in the description. It's A-free Aptural. 3 times I define easy braid hair. And it is multicolored ombre, I guess you want to say. And so I'm just going to show you how I string up the hair and separate my hair for my feed-in braids. I guess you can call these feed-in box braids because they're gonna be box braids, and I'm not sure. I think they're gonna be medium, not too small, not too large. But I do have 2 different colors of hair. Now this is the blonde and black. This is a 1B27. And then I also have a 1B30. And I'm going to mix them. So this bottom row right here is the 1B30. The next row on top of that, I'm gonna do the 1B27. The row after that, 1B30, 27, 30, 27. And that way, as I pick hair, I can mix the hair that I'm getting ready to put in, so it can just all look even. So I want to show you about how big the hair is that I'm grabbing. It's about that big, stretched out like that big, just loosely about that much. And I know you're like, that's not a lot. It's not a lot, but these are also going to be feed-in braids. And I don't want them to be too thick or too skinny. So this is the amount of hair I'm going to use. And you want to try to get it as even as possible. I have a hard time with that, but I just try to pinch it and look at it in my fingers. Okay, you guys, first off, shout out to the disrespectful builders outside of my home making all of that noise. But as you can see, I'm just going to fill up the braiding rack with the hair because it makes it a lot easier. Now I'm going to see here, my hair wasn't dry yet because I put so much moisturizer into my hair that my hair was not dry yet. So I'm going in and I'm going to blow dry my hair on the cool setting. I do not put heat on my hair right now, so I'm going in with the cool setting just to dry it out because I do not want to start braiding my hair with it being wet. So I'm going in with my detangling brush with the cool setting and just trying to dry my hair out. And now that my hair is dry for the section that I wanted, parting is the worst for me, but you got to use 2 mirrors and get it. And I'm going to sit here and show you how I start my braid. You do want to section your hair into your 3 strands. And I realized that I underhand braid. and I'm going to slow it down for you. You want to start your braid, and you want to take your hair and you want to insert it into the hair that is holding your thumb and index finger, pointer finger, whichever finger you want to call it. But the hair that's in between that finger, that's where you want to slide in your feet in your weave, the braiding hair. And do 1, 2, and then again, the hair that is in between your thumb and your index finger, you want to take the braiding hair and you want to insert it into that part. And I slowed this part down. I should have zoomed in more, but I'll zoom in onto another section to show you. And you want to do the same thing. One, two. I did 3. And this is just basically trying to even out the hair as you're putting it in. You want to take your third piece. I use 3 pieces. Take your third piece and slip it right in between the hair that your thumb and your index finger is holding. And then start braiding down. Okay, so now I'm just going to sit here and braid this all the way down. I sped this up because it's just your normal braiding it down. Check it, make sure it's tight, and braid it on down. You know, so I have my whole back section done already. That's what it looks like. And now I wanted to fast forward after I had got almost all of my hair done, and I want to come in and show you guys at a closer view how I do the front. That was the back. And so I have to switch how I braid from the back of my hair and the front of my hair. I have to switch my grip. Now in the description box, I will leave all the products that I did use to achieve this hairstyle. But that is Camille Rose. It is a one of her gels. It's a moisturizing curl gel, but it also helps slick my hair down really, really good. So I put that at the base because I wanted to make sure that the base of my braid was nice and slicked down, and I wanted it a little tacky so it would be easier to grip and to add the feed-in hair into. Now when I part my hair, I try to make sure that my boxes don't line up. So you see how that kind of lines up? I want to kind of go in between so that they don't line up side by side to another box. And the reason for this is because when you lay your braids, the braids will lay in between each other. They'll fall in between each other. Now I want to slow this part down and just show you how I do the front. You have your 3 strands for the braid. You see the thumb and the index finger. You want to slide that hair in between those fingers and start braiding it in. Thumb and index finger. You want to add that next piece into the thumb and the index finger and braid again. And it may take some time to get used to it and understand what I mean by saying that hair, the finger, the thumb and the index finger, the hair that it's holding, that's where you want to insert your braiding hair. You want to check it. It looks good to me. All right, let's get to braiding it on down. Now, when I braid, my hair is very curly. So as I'm braiding it down, and some people may have this problem as well, once you start getting to your ends, your natural ends of your hair, they start popping out of the braid. And so what I normally do is either take some type of gel, or I'll take an edge control, and I will place it. And I didn't do it on this, and I hate that I did it because I had ran out of my edge control, and I only had my Mielle edge control, and I didn't want to use all of it for these braids. But I normally take the ends of my hair and lather it down with edge control, and then I go ahead and braid it, because that is going to actually tack it to the braid and keep the hair into the braid. So I'm going to do another one and show you another one. Section your hair off in your 3 parts for your braid. And you want to start your braid. And like I said, you want to place the feed-in hair in between the hair that your thumb and index finger is holding. And I didn't flip this one, so for people who are left-handed, you can see with the left hand, I'm right-handed. So normally my thumb and index finger is always on the right hand. So now that I'm done, I want to take my Mielle Organics foam wrap lotion, which I love the foam wrap because it has like a tacky feel to it as well. It's not too sticky, but it's nice and thick. And it definitely helps to place my style, hold my style in place. So I just want to make sure that I'm putting it all over the roots of my hair and down the braids to make sure that my hair stays in place and that the roots stay in place and look fresh as long as possible. But I really, really love this product. I need to order some more of it because it's nice and thick, and a little goes a long way, as you can see. And I'm just going to let this sit on there, and I'm going to wrap my hair with a scarf to help lay it down. And voila, this was the next morning. Well, actually, this was a couple of mornings after. But as you can see, it still looks wonderful. I added some hair jewelry. And now I'm going to go in with my Camille Rose oil moisturizer for your scalp. And I'm just going to grease my scalp really, really good. Especially with me being a flight attendant in the air, and then even having braids. When I have braids, my scalp dries out really quickly anyway, because your scalp is more exposed. But especially with me being a flight attendant in the air, I always want to make sure that I have my scalp very moisturized. So I'm going to go in with this oil, which smells amazing. And it really works. It's a growth oil, so it helps, retain growth. And I'm going to place that all over my scalp and run it down my hair as well to keep my hair moisturized. You want to make sure that you keep your hair moisturized with these braids, because you're already adding in hair, and that's going to dry your hair out. So you want to make sure that your hair is very moisturized with braids. If you want to keep your protective style up and keep it a protective style, make sure you're moisturizing your scalp and your hair. And I'm also going to go in with another oil that's from Mielle. It's their Almond Mint oil. I'm going to go in with that oil as well and put it on my hair and moisturize and massage it into my scalp. And you see how I'm placing it all the way down my braids, all on my hair. So I just want to make sure that I'm protecting my hair and keeping it moisturized while in braids. there you go. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for some more videos.